Hi everyone, this is Leonore. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. I am going to be doing Cancer reading today. Hi Cancerians, happy birthday. Today happens to be the 4th of July. So I'm just uploading this on the 4th of July. So happy 4th if you're celebrating today's holiday. Otherwise, if you have sun, moon, rising in Cancer placements, then I welcome you here. I hope that the reading resonates. I'm going to check out your love energy, career. I'm also going to check out to see if there's any messages from the 5D spiritual side of things. And I'm going to add something different today. I don't think I've ever done this before, but if you have children with Cancer placement, Sun, Moon, Rising in the fourth house, I am going to do a little segment. I'll put it in a timestamp for those who don't have Cancerian placement, but may have a child or two with Cancerian placements. I am going to read for them. So I hope that you are able to find any kind of guidance or answer and it resonates for you. I also have a Cancerian child myself. His birthday is actually going to be next week. Um, teenage, he's going to be a teenager. Well, he is a teenager, but he'll be going up the ladder. He's going to be turning 15 um, next week. So I myself have a Cancerian child, sun sign Cancer. So yeah, I hope that this message resonates. Please check out my other two channels. I have the link in the description box. If you find it in your heart to subscribe, please do so. It'll be a great support for me, for the algorithm, and also I do have messages and little short um, videos on there that may help others, find their path in the spiritual journey that we're on. Okay. But if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so as well. So yeah, I have like three channels going on. Two of them are active. One of them I need to be active on it again, which is the Intuitive Tutor. Um, Also, I'm taking personal reads, guys. So I am open to personal reads nowadays. So if you want to inquire about any of that, please email me at soulsearchingtarot gmail@gmail.com. It's in the bio section if you want to hit the link. I also have merchandise, folks. So my book, Being Human, is out by Lone Wolf and Sister Moon and Oracle 33. Oracle 33 are just a deck that I worked on several years ago. Has astrology cards, it has day to day Oracle messages, so check it out. You could definitely order the Oracle 33 through me, but the book, Being Human, which has a lot to do with opening up any kind of conversations, thoughts regarding society, religion, spiritual journey, astrology, the age of Aquarius. Being Human is on Amazon. You could get that on ebook or paperback. All right, let's get started, my loves. So I'm going to be using my Disney Villain Tarot today. I haven't used these cards in a while. I shuffled all of my cards. Um, yeah, I'm also going to be using the Animal Tarot cards, my Karma cards, any messages, extra messages. I'll probably be using my Druid Wisdom cards as well. But I'm going to start with love. Let's start with love. All right, love. Then I'm going to go into career, spiritual message, and then for those who have children with Cancerian placement, that will be the last read for this segment. So regarding love, my Cancerians, I hope y'all doing well. I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Swords. All right, so strong air sign as well as earth placement, right? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if that means anything to you. With the Knight of Pentacles, someone here could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I feel like somebody just either got back together with someone, right? You guys are working it out. Um, with the Knight of Pentacles here, this person may be younger than you. Vice versa if it's vice versa, but there is a younger energy here. Doesn't have to be an age, but it could be um, in their life right now, in their journey of life, mental mentality, right? Their mental state could be younger than yours. Um, or you probably are more accomplished than this person. So again, it doesn't have to be an age, but there is a youthful, younger energy here. Some could say immature, but again, this is this person's journey in life, right? In this lifetime. So um, I feel like this person may have a job, yes, but not a career, right? Like, just a job that, to make ends meet. They probably just started a new job, right? Um, but yeah, or this person may just be like, doesn't commit to jobs or career, if that makes sense, right? Not for all of you, but again, this is the love portion of it. So I hope that made sense. And I think that with the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords, you guys have had your arguments, right? Back and forth arguments may have to do with finance with the Knight of Cups here. Um, may have to do with some kind of disagreement. I think that you go back and forth whether you want to really commit to this person or not. Um, eh, I think for some of you may have to do with finance, right? You're like, you know, you're probably like, I'm in a really good place financially, but my partner, my spouse, my girlfriend, boyfriend, is not um, as successful as I am at the moment. Let's see why. Why do you feel this way? Yeah, Cancerians, I don't know if you're happy with who you're with right now. And they're feeling the pressure from you. I have here Five of Cups and Five of Wands to clarify the energy, right? Like they're feeling the pressure from you. Look at this poor guy. It's like, oh, I got to do what Cancerian says. Um, I got to push myself harder, right? Obviously, not all of us could be perfect as you, Cancerians, right? You are a cardinal sign. You are hard workers, hard worker, great at just keeping busy. Um, People depend on you. And I just feel like whoever you with, I mean, there was a relationship there. There was some love. I'm sure at one point you loved this person because you felt some kind of you felt secure with them, or you felt this reciprocation from them, right? That you probably were seeking for at the moment. But I feel like my Cancerians here, like, I mean, your energy is very combative, very distant, or just thinking of a way to not be with this person anymore. Like maybe just delivering the bad news of like, look, I want to move on from this relationship. Um, And I don't know, I mean, different stories for all of you, right? I don't know what happened between you and this person in the past. I just feel like you guys have gone back and forth. It feels like almost the same arguments with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Maybe the same arguments could be, again, finance, or it could just be, someone in from the past, kind of conflicting uh, with the relationship that you have or had with this person. Um, hmm. Let's see if I see anything else. I mean, what's what's the outcome here? Let's use our karma cards. See what's going on with you guys, because it just feels like in the month of July, or whenever you watch this video, it just feels that in the next several weeks things are going to go downhill, right? And again, for some of you, you're like, it has nothing to do with money, Leonore. I'm capable of taking care of both of us, or my person is able to make ends meet, or fulfill their side of the bargain, regarding any kind of responsibility. um but why are you guys disagreeing here? Somebody is not on the same page. um all right, so I got the 10th house, career, and the 4th house. Interesting. 1 to the 7, 10th and the 4th houses here. Interesting. Yeah, I just feel like somebody is not what you expected regarding like career, or maybe even home life, with the 4th house here. Um it says here, what makes you feel secure, support, home-based family, as you did in the past. Yeah, this is a very 4th house energy, and the 10th house energy is has a lot to do with destiny, career, where you're going, success, responsibility, power, status is the energy of the 10th house. And I just feel like my crowd here, whether you know it or not, I just feel like there is a very slippery slope here when it comes to your partnership, your relationship. Um, Again, this is the love portion of the relationship, right? Maybe for some of you, you're like, this sounds like my sibling, right? A family member, business partner. Um, but however it resonates with you, great. I just feel like the outcome here, when it comes, like, you guys are on the money, right? You are creating, planning, investing. You're looking beyond, you know, your normal day to day. And this person here, this Knight of Pentacles, right? Could be a Princess of Pentacle, right? Just again, younger energy. Um, could be an Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I just feel like this person here is not doing it for you anymore. Um, and I feel like they're trying, right? There is an energy of them trying their best, but their best is not good enough. Um, and again, it does feel like my Cancerians here have a already future plan, right? Like your future doesn't have this Knight of Pentacles in it, right? You're thinking about buying a home, or renovating a home, or investing in the stock market, or maybe this has to do a lot with your own business, right? Just branching out, um or your career, being very successful, climbing up the ladder in your career, and this partnership that you have with your, again, partner, lover, spouse, whatever. It's just not working for you. um all right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's move on. Move on to career. Let's move on to career since we're already on that topic. Cancerians. What is going on with career? Let's use the animal tarot for this. All right. Regarding career. Ooh, I just heard something in my ear. Some of you might already have a relationship at work. And maybe that's why you don't want to be with this person, right? It's this secret relationship, if it is secret, if not, okay, but it also feels like a lot of my Cancerians here might have moved on to another relationship, and you may work with this person. This person could be a client of yours, vice versa. So I have here regarding this is a career part, Four of Wands. This is the Tower. Life experience. I have the Lovers. Gemini energy. I have the High Priestess. So we have three major arcanas because this is significant. Interesting. Right, I have here Aries, Scorpio, Gemini. Could be a water sign with the High Priestess here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if that means anything to you. I have the Four Wands here, another Aries energy. Some of you might have met this person at work. Again, I feel like this may be a continuation of your love portion of the read. Like there is some kind of attraction with the Tower card and the Lovers happening in your career segment, my Cancerians. Like somebody has fallen hard with the Tower card here. And this could be a karmic soulmates, twin flame, definitely some kind of soulmate situation going on here. I don't want to give it a title. You may know that more than me, but it does feel like some kind of soulmate energy. Like where have I met you before? Where do I know you? Your energy feels so familiar, and you're like, oh, I feel so attracted to you right now. And it just hit you with the Tower here. Like it just came out of nowhere, right? You were not expecting that. You are already in a relationship with the Four Wands here. You have a very successful career happening at the moment, right? Some of you are very content in your line of work, or maybe seeking contentment in your line of work, but you know, you guys look very comfortable when it comes to your career. And I feel like with the High Priestess here, you have some kind of, it feels like some kind of jealous energy here with the High Priestess here. They may not be saying it to you, but there's some kind of animosity, some kind of rival jealousy situation going on here. It could be, you know, a coworker, right? It could be someone you work with, or boss, higher up. Could be your partner maybe found out, right? Could be their partner if your coworker or whoever, this office romance is, there's definitely an office romance here happening. Maybe their partner, their spouse, you know, found out, and they're jealous, right? And I feel like on both sides here, like the relationship is fizzling out, right? So your relationship with your person is fizzling out, and this person's relationship with their spouse or partner is fizzling out. And here it is, you guys meet at this job. you guys fall head over heels with each other. Like it feels very lustful, more so than anything. But I do sense this kind of karmic connection or soulmate connection with you guys. Yeah, this is not the career read that I wanted, but it's going there. There's nothing I can do about that kind of energy, Cancerian. So I hope it resonates for some of you. I want to clarify this. I'm going to be using, let's use the karmic cards. What is going on with my Cancerian Sun, Moon, Rising regarding career? Anything else we need to know? So I got Libra here. No, that's too many, girl. We got Libra here, right? The Libra represents relationships, beauty, partnerships, decisions. That's a Libra energy here, right? So there is some definitely scandal going on here. Now, I don't want to call it a scandal, right? Again, oh, Cancerians. I'm surprised that this is happening for your energy. Usually I get this with Virgo, Pisces. What else? Pisces. Speaking of Pisces, right? Somebody may have a strong Pisces in their chart with the High Priestess here and the Pisces card here. But, oh, yeah, I like, dreams. I'm hearing dreams, right? Your ideal partner. There's something spiritually there's some type of spiritual connection between you two. Wow, this did not go the way I wanted it to, and I'm sorry for those who are like were expecting to get a career read, but I got office romance instead. But I do sense there is some kind of strong connection with this office romance. I'm not even gonna shit you. Like I do feel like you guys are like connected in a past life, connected in the 5D, and you're probably both trying to make sense of it, right? Which is probably turning your world upside down with the Tower card here. Like, fuck, yo, I'm in a relationship. I gotta tell, my partner that I don't want to be with them first before I even do anything, right? And again, I just do sense from both sides that the relationship is either fizzling out or there is some disagreement that keeps coming up over and over again between you two. All right. I'm going to move on from that. So that is your portion for career read, my loves. Let's move on to 5D spiritual. I mean, I might end up it may end up spilling over. Like I just feel like this is one continuous read, right? It went from love to career, and I just heard a little touch of spirituality, right, with the career read. So let's see what's going on regarding your 5D, any 5D messages, right? I'm just going to freestyle here. So let's just find out what's going on with it regarding any kind of spiritual messages from your spirit guides, ancestors, higher self. My Cancerians. All right, so I have 10 of Cups. Ooh. You guys are very protected in the 5D, right? You guys have definitely have ancestors, spirit guides. Then I have here the 8 of Cups. So I got the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Cups for your spiritual message. Right, strong water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If that means anything to you, I am reading for Cancer. Some of you are like may hear thumps in the night, like thumping sounds or some kind of rustling noise or definitely weird activities. Could be a night, could be a day, it could be whenever. But I do feel like some of you are like a little fearful, scared. You don't know what it is. Is it a ghost? Is it um, something else? Like you guys are trying to figure it out. And it's because your energy is very in tuned and sensitive. It's in tuned with the 5D, and in turn, because your energy is sensitive to certain frequency, you are able to, obviously be intuitive, but sense any kind of other energy that does not belong in your home or in your space. And I want to say for some of you, yes, it does feel like a ghost, right? With the Eight of Cups here, feels like a very fleeing energy, right? Like, it's there, but obviously you can't smell it, touch it, talk to it, but you sense it's there. I feel like it's a family member, right? If this is resonating, I do feel some sort of family member watching over you during this time. I don't know why. Maybe for some of you, you're like, I know who it is. It's, my loved one, whoever that person may be that passed on while you were, still close to this person, right? And perhaps it could be them, yeah. But for others, you may not know who it is. But you sense this new energy, and it could be a warning. It could be, right. Someone for sure wants to talk to you from the other side with the Eight of Cups here, right? With the Ten of Cups, it just tells me that it's a very familiar energy, right? It could be, like I said, a loved one. Um, Anything else? Let's move on and see what else is going on with you guys in the 5D. Any spiritual messages that my Cancerians should know about during this time? Any answers, clarity, guidance? So I have the Temperance and the Hierophant. Sagittarius energy, Taurus energy. If that means anything to you. Wow. Um hmm. Some of you have a beautiful gift, right? Supernatural gift. And I think that people respect that. They fear you and respect it at the same time, right? They're like, "Whoa, I ain't trying to mess with Cancer. They know how to do this, right? They communicate or with extraterrestrials or spirits. Um, they know how to invoke a jinn, things like that, right? Could be scary for most people with the Hierophant and the Temperance. Again, it's like a fear, but also some kind of respect, um, knowing what you know, right? The knowledge that you have when it comes to the spirit world or any kind of metaphysical topic. And some of you may make money off of it, right? Like you may have a merchandise or some kind of practice. Maybe both, right? I see publishers, content creators, um, designers, um, even even people who are, religious in some shape, form, or others, in some fashion. You guys are maybe a pastor at a church, um, or some kind of public speaker, when it comes to religious um, topics, Bible, whatever that is, but knowledgeable nonetheless, right? There is a very um, there is a knowledge. You know, sorry, I'm just getting a message here, but some of you know that you have a spirit guide, right? You guys are like, I'm aware of my spirit guide. My spirit guide is the knowledgeable one, Leonore. Very ancient spirit guide, right? And you're probably wondering, if I could maybe touch on that energy, right? Or if I could pick up on that energy, because there is a very strong either ancestor or spirit guide um, with you, right? And this is besides the little energy that I see for some of you, you know, as far as a past loved one or some kind of ghostly energy, if you will. This is something else. This is an ancient energy um, that is like right beside you. Um, and some of you are aware of it. Some of you maybe are suspicious of it. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to know more of this kind of energy, I mean, this is obviously a general read, so some of you don't have obviously the same ancestors or spirit guides, whatever this energy is, you could definitely reach out to me. It does want to tell me so many things regarding you. Um, but because this is a general read, I can't really get into it, right? It's just too many voices for me, and I'm trying to get through the read. But definitely reach out to me if that definitely resonated with you, because I do feel like there's a spirit guide ancestor, very ancient knowledge, um, kind of energy where it has been protecting you, guiding you, um, but also feels like there's a message out there for you. And I don't know what that message could be. It could go any direction, honestly, different for everyone. All right. As promised, I am going to move on to um, your child's energy read, right? So if you have a Cancerian child, Sun, Moon, Rising, it could be in any of those placements. I would like to pick up their energy and read for them. Not sure what I'm going to pick up, so this is going to be a very general read. I'm going to use my Wildwood Tarot for this. Let's move this out of the way. Um, obviously, if there's a specific question that you want to inquire about regarding your child, you could definitely reach out to me. soulsearchingtarot@gmail.com, and we could definitely do a more personal read. Um, but for now, this is just a general read, right? So what can you tell me about the energy of Cancerian, right? Age group, if I have to say any kind of age group, I'm not doing a baby Cancerian read. That's, I'm not gonna do that. But if your child happens to be in middle school, um, high school, even college, you're definitely welcome here. All right, anything you could tell me regarding this Cancerian child. What do we need to know? What do we need to know regarding this Cancerian child? Sun, moon, rising. Again, middle school age, teenager, young adult. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. I have the moon. Right? Maybe inquiring about your moon, Cancerian moon child. In the Page of Swords. All right, I love how the pages came out. Because we are inquiring about a young energy, right? I feel like there's a secret that your son or daughter will relay to you if they haven't done so already. Something that they've been hiding, that may have affected them emotionally, with the moon card here. I also feel like my crowd here, your son or daughter is very intuitive, right? I mean, especially if we're reading for a water sign, right? Water sign has that ability to just tap in, right? Feel other people's energy. Most of them are very empathic, psychic, with the moon card here. And, I do feel like your Cancerian child has plans for the future, right? They do think about their future, with the Page of Arrows here, the Page of Swords, right? They inquire, they research, they it's like there's something that is um interesting to them, right? They're fancying something that is very interesting to them, and I don't know what that is. I could be, wanting to be the next YouTuber, for all I know, but or the next gamer, or maybe wanting to put out a product, or just has plans or ambition to be um more than their peers want to be. Like, it's like there's a very ambitious energy here, like someone who is planning out their future, wants to be in this kind of career, or in this kind of line of work, or wants to be a entrepreneur, or somebody very successful, right? I'm hearing teacher, right? Maybe teaching is something that um, they will do very well, especially if they um, love being around younger children, right? Or if younger children gravitates to them, right? Sometimes they gravitate to them because they have this beautiful energy to them. But there is some kind of protection, um, regarding your son or daughter here. Like, they're protected, almost because it feels like whatever is going to unfold for them in the future, um, is very much needed, right? Whether it's in the medical field, um, whether it's, again, teaching, researcher, AI, um, it feels like they're needed in the future, and they may be well aware of what they need to do at this moment, even at a very young age, if they are very young. But if they're, a teenager or young adult, they probably already have it in their minds, like, you know what, this is the field that I want to be in. And because they do feel a strong pull to it. But I do feel like there is a sense of protection with your child because they're needed regarding some kind of career aspect or some kind of humanitarian work. Hmm, interesting. But for the little secret, or I did see that there was some kind of secret that they were going to tell you if they haven't told you already, with the moon card. Let's see if we could clarify that. Ooh, they may be in a relationship. That could be the secret, or something that they've been wanting to tell you. That feel it does feel emotional. And then I have here the high priestess, the seer. Yeah. It does feel like they want to be in a relationship, or they already are in a relationship with the Three of Cups and the High Priestess, right? That's two secret cards here. But I do sense like they want to tell you, right? Maybe they're scared to tell you for whatever reason that may be, right? Maybe you may not like the person. You're like, oh, you have your own opinions about this person. If they're a young child, obviously, I mean, that's a different story. Obviously, I'm picking up, either a teenager or a young adult here, not somebody in middle school. That's not saying that they can't have little boyfriend and girlfriends or whatever, but this feels more of a solid, mature relationship than anything else. But overall, I do sense that your child is going to do very well. So if you're worried about your child at the moment, don't be. There is a sense of protection regarding your child. I have the Jupiter card here, the Wheel of Fortune. And to clarify the younger energy here, your child's energy, the Page of Swords, it feels like God is on their side, right? The universe is on their side. Like, no, we're working with your child. Don't worry. Yes, they're gonna get in trouble. Yes, they're gonna, make some mistakes here and there, but we got that. We got this. We're also parenting your child because we have a very important job for them in the future. Interesting. I love that energy. All right, my loves, I am over you. Cancerians, if you need a private reading, I am available. I am taking reads at the moment. Please email me at soulsearchingtarot@gmail.com. Again, the email or the link is in the bio. And if you want to purchase any of my merchandise, please do so. Being Human is out on Amazon, Oracle 33. You could inquire through me. Um, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, share if you have to. But definitely subscribe. Love you. Bye.